Hi guys, my name's Michaela and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this gold and green eye look. I'm really impressed with how it came out and I cannot wait to show you guys. So if you're interested, please keep watching and be sure to subscribe down below. Thank you. First I'm going to prime my lids with the Tarte Shape Tape. I am using the color Light Sand. Just gonna put this on my eyelids. I'm just gonna do one eye for now because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna use my beauty blender. This is the Morphe sponge. Blend this out. I'm gonna take this color, I think it's Silk Cream. And I'm just gonna kind of put it all in my crease. Just kind of soften up that concealer that we put down. So now the concealer should be pretty set in place. And we have a little transition shade. I think I'm gonna jump into this blue shade. I believe the name is Jada. I'm gonna do this on a Y19 brush. I'm just gonna try to pop it right in the crease. And I'm gonna pull it out. So my plan is, I think we're going to do more of like a green or blue into the crease and then cut the crease and put gold. That's going to be what I'm shooting for anyways. I'm taking this brush that we used for the tan shade. I'm not sure what it is. It's just like a brush I got a really long time ago. I'm just going to use that to try to diffuse it a little bit. And now I'm going to take Enchanted, which is the color right here. And I'm going to focus that more in the crease and on the outer corner. I haven't quite decided if I want to cut the whole crease or if I just want to cut half. I think I'm just going to do half. Now I'm taking the brush we used for the Jada shade and I'm just kind of blending Enchanted and Jaded together. I think I'm pretty happy with that for now. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the crease. I'm going to be using the Tarte concealer again. I just put a little bit on my hand. And I'm going to take this, it's a Flower Beauty brush. It's kind of just a little flat synthetic brush. I like to use it to cut my crease. So like I said earlier, I think I'm gonna only cut half. I'm gonna bring the top out a little further and go in a little further and then just kind of angle it downwards. Now, I'm not really sure. I wanted to do gold at first, but now I'm kind of thinking this blue shade. So I'm going to take this gold shade. It is Creamsicle, I think. Nope, I lied. It's Queen. These things always confuse me. And I'm just taking that on one of my Naked Urban Decay brushes that I got out of the palette. A bit of setting spray. I use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I'm just gonna spray that. This is why I like to do my eyes first. I always usually do my eyes first before I do my face, just because you don't want the fallout getting on your foundation because it's harder to make it go away. So now I'm gonna go back in with Enchanted, and I'm gonna take it on this Morphe brush again. And I'm gonna put that right here, and I'm gonna pull it in, make like a little triangle shape, like it's liner right here, and then blend it in with the gold. I'm actually gonna take this other Urban Decay brush. This is the one, I think this is the brush that came out of the Smoky Eye palette. I'm gonna take this more of like round in. I'm gonna pull this in. Alrighty, so that's how she's looking right now. I'm going to add a little liner. I use this Physicians Formula Eye Booster. It's a 2-in-1 lash boosting eyeliner and serum. I think I am going to try to do a wing just because we pulled it out. The line kind of blends in with the green, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply mascara, eyelashes, and do my other eye off camera, and I'll be back for my face. For my mascara, I use the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. Alright guys, here are both eyes done, and with the lashes, I just added the Salon Perfect 614s. So now let's move on to face. I'm going to use the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer in the color Linen. I don't usually apply primer. If I do, then I use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, but recently I haven't been using any primer, so I'm just going to take this, put all over my face. I put more on my cheeks because I get red in my cheeks, so that's where I need the most coverage. And my face is breaking out because unfortunately it is that time of the month. Alright, and I just take my Morphe sponge that I used earlier in this video. I really like this foundation because it is hydrating, and I do have dry skin. I don't worry about focusing too much of it under my eyes just because I am going to go in with the concealer. And so I don't like too much product to be under my eyes. This foundation is, I'd say, medium to full coverage. I did have that pimple right there, and it's pretty covered for the most part. Alright, and for concealer, I like to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. Again, I am the color Light Sand. And I just put a little bit in the inner corner because that's where I have the most darkness at. And then for the rest, I use this Instant Age Rewind in color Ivory. I don't really like to put any on my forehead. Just put a little around my chin, my cupid's bow, and then under my eyes, and a little bit on my nose, but not too much. And then I just bring any, like, if there's any like leftover concealer on, that's what I'll bring onto my forehead. But other than that, I really just leave my forehead alone. All right, and then for powder, I'm going to use my Coty Airspun in the color Translucent. I'm just going to take my beauty blender. I don't really like to bake that much just because I do have really dry skin. So I just kind of take the powder and press it into my face instead of just letting it sit on my face. And I really just like to focus it under the under eyes, and then I'll just kind of take a little of it, and then just pat the rest all over my face. Just to make sure it's all set. And then I'll just take a powder brush. This is the Morphe Y1, and just get any excess powder off. Alright, and then I move on to bronzer. So to bronze, I just use this e.l.f. angled blush brush. You can use whatever brush you want. So I use this Too Faced bronzer. It's Milk Chocolate Soleil. I like to focus it closer to like my hair and don't get it too far up or too far close to the mouth region. And you want to put it higher than, like if you were to do this, you want to put it up a little higher because when you blend it out, it will transfer down and you don't want it to be all the way down here. And for blush, I'm going to use this Flower Beauty in the color Flower Pots. I love this blush. It's very pigmented, so just go in with a really light hand. And then I'm going to use my Morphe Y9 brush. And I kind of like to focus it right here and then pull it back. I kind of just do tapping motions instead of more dragging motions, just so I don't dispense too much product in one spot. And I do like to add a little to my nose sometimes. I don't really contour my nose. Add a little blush to my forehead as well. If anything, I'll just use like my bronzer brush and just go in there, but I don't really do a lot to my nose. And then I'll take some more powder and I'll kind of carve out my contour. And then while that's just sitting there, I'll do my highlight. And for highlight, right now I like to use my Violet Voss Pro Highlighter Palette in Rose Gold. And I like to use this first color, Bloom. And I use that on my Morphe R35. I really love this highlighting palette. And then I'll just add a little bit right above my eyebrows. And then I'll take a smaller brush. I just have this little e.l.f. brush, it's super tiny. I'll just take a little bit and I'll just add it to the tip of my nose. And a little bit right here. And then I also like to add some to my Cupid's bow. Alright, now I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. I don't know why I do my eyebrows last, that's just how I do them. So I have pretty full eyebrows, so I don't need to fill them in too much. Over here I have a scar right here, like where the arch would be. And that's from when I was younger. I ran into the corner of a wall. So I do have to fill in a little more right there than I do have to over here. Oh, and for brow product, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color dark brown. All right, there's my eyebrows all finished. So now I'm going to work on my under eye. And for that, I'm going to take this little baby Urban Decay brush. It came with the, I believe, the Naked Basics palette. And first I'm just going to take this jaded color that we used in the crease. And very lightly put it under my eye. Then I'm going to take this little tiny baby side. I'm going to take this little baby side there. And I'm going to go in with Enchanted and put it closer to the lash line. All right, and then with that same little e.l.f. brush that we used to highlight the nose, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight the inner corner and my brow bone. I'm gonna use the same highlight that I used on my cheeks. Then I'm going to put some bottom mascara on. I don't really put eyeliner in my waterline because I have kind of small eyes, so I want them to be as open as I can get them. All right, then I'm gonna dust off this powder that we left. I'm going to go ahead and line the lips. This Maybelline Color Sensational Lip Liner in the color 105 Nude Whisperer. I think I'm just gonna do this. This is, I believe it's also Maybelline in the color 650 Nude Embrace. It's a matte lipstick. All right, I'm I'm going to go ahead and set the face with the same Morphe setting mist I used in the beginning. Alright guys, and this is the finished look. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed making it. So please subscribe down below and I will see you next time. Bye!